It's time.
No. Wouldn't you think that would be like a great offense if like Rita Repulsa just said no next time? Like when they said it's morphin time, they're like no.
No.
The Power Rangers just like, oh shit. Well, she said no. What else are we gonna do? Oh my god! Listen to him laugh.
He's laughing too loud.
Yeah, Dan, you gotta send me all this shit. I'm leaving this in.
This is like 20 minutes of just random bullshit.
Listen to him laugh. I bet his face is like beet red right now and he can't breathe.
Is your stomach hurting right now?
Oh no, not yet.
Oh goodness.
God. What kind of fucking laugh is that?
We are a professional podcast, guys. Take this shit so seriously. You have no idea.
Oh my god.
It's that time again for another not-so-normal gaming podcast, featuring your hosts, MrTechnoSqueek.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nostalgic Dan 1.
Everything I feel is in this sword. Good.
Come on!
And Quick Freeze 4.
Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys.
This is a podcast you want to listen to, but first, you gotta press start.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Press Start Podcast. This is episode 95, and I don't have Mario Kart 8.
What?
I don't own a Wii U, but I made these two knuckleheads come on to this podcast and do their thing.
Just dragged us kicking and screaming.
Yep.
It's
like two little kids.
Could we play Mario Kart 8 right now, but no.
I know, seriously, dude. Oh, man. I want to play Mario Kart 8. That's all I gotta say.
Techno, you need to get Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why don't you have it?
Because it's kind of like the PS4.
You know what? Don't buy a PS4. Get a Mario Kart.
If there's just one game I want for assist, it's not... I don't know where I'm going with this, but...
I don't either.
You need more games, basically?
Yes. Just like PS4. I have Infamous Second Son.
Trade it in. It's an old game.
No!
It's an old game.
It'll be $20 like later on, trust me.
Yeah, seriously. Mario Kart 8 will be $50 forever.
That is true, actually.
Yeah, because it's Nintendo.
Well, that's, yeah, that's true, but get it. Like, let us tell you how the awesomeness of Mario Kart 8, alright? First off, there's this cool sound speaker, and it's my favorite weapon, and it protects you from blue shells. How cool is that? You don't get that in Infamous Second Son, do you? No.
Well, there isn't blue shells to begin with.
Then it's a crappy game, that's all I gotta say. Infamous, no blue shells, what's up with that? Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, there's no blue shells or, like, metal characters, baby characters. There's no sweet tracks. There's no boomerangs. It's really unfortunate. But
seriously, dude.
But man, guys, so yeah, like that's kind of new. I bought a Wii U like a week ago. I got it for like $200 brand new, which was a good deal.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Skylanders bundle, so I've been playing Skylanders too. Man, I'm gonna buy all the things. Not really.
Yeah, right.
Not at all. But yeah, it was a Skylanders.
You're like 3 games too late, dude.
Yeah, gotta buy all the figures and swap all the things. But yeah, the bundle also came with Nintendo Land too. I've been playing with the Wii U prior to getting Mario Kart 8. I was playing around with it. I really like a lot of the features on it. I did my Wii system transfer. That was one of the things I really wanted to see because I heard good things about the Wii U's upscaling abilities for Wii games, so I tested it out with like Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and it looks really, really good. Like, it's so good to see Wii games that don't look kind of blurry and, kind of fuzzy, foggy.
Doesn't look like shit.
Yeah, it looks like everything's super sharp and crisp. Everything's just really, really clean, so Tatsunoko looked great on it. And it outputs onto the gamepad too, so like, you know, technically with a game like Tatsunoko versus Capcom, you can play that like on the gamepad and just use your Wiimote. But I'm really enjoying the Wii U, just, you know, going through the Miiverse. And I picked up Mario Kart 8 because that was one of the big reasons I wanted it. And I've been playing it for like 6 hours now and really, really enjoying it. I just need to unlock like 2 more characters, and I've gone through all the courses. Cliva, you played a little bit of Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of upset because I bought mine off Amazon, and
Me too.
yeah, well, it's just like, yo, you'll get it on May 30th. Well, May 30th could be the like noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or 9 o'clock at night. Dude, I literally got this thing like a half an hour ago, like before the podcast, and I was only able to race the mushroom and the flower cup, and yeah, I even like left work early to like, it's gonna be at my house waiting for me. I can't wait. Oh man, I get home and I'm like, where the fuck is my game? And like, I'm like looking out my window. I'm like, where's the mailman? Where's the mailman? Where's the mailman? And he didn't show up till like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I haven't played that much of it, but so far I do like what I did play.
Yeah, so I've played a lot of it. I absolutely love it. It's super, super pretty, guys. Like, it's just ridiculously pretty. I love all the new tracks. I've gone through all the new tracks. They're really, really great. The retro tracks, the selection's a little odd, I think. There's some good tracks in there, but there's only one track from the Game Boy Advance one, and it's like Mario Circuit. I'm like, you could have chose so many better tracks from that game.
Oh, you really?
Like Cheese Land is awesome. I would have loved to have seen that remade, or Ribbon Land. What's the other one? Sunset Wilds, I fucking love. And there's only one course from the Super Nintendo as well, and that one's kind of an odd choice too. It's like Donut Plains 3 or something. I'm like, I don't know, like, it feels like they've kind of ran through a lot of their really good courses on some of the other Mario Kart games as their retro tracks, and like this one they're kind of choosing like if there are tiers, like an A tier of like all-time Mario tracks and a B tier for Mario tracks. I feel like they chose a lot of B tier courses. There's some good ones on there, but it's just strange, some of the choices. But it's really cool to see how they like remade everything, like even the retro tracks. They even added some of the like anti-gravity stuff into the retro tracks as well. So it's like really, they feel like new tracks as well. And it's really awesome. There's some new items. There's a boomerang, which like you can throw behind you or in front of you and it'll come back. There's the Piranha Plant, which is like ridiculously OP. It just attacks anything that's in front of you. There's finally a genuine way now to combat blue shells with this like boombox item where you like time it right and you can reflect the blue shell off of you, which is really, really awesome.
That's my favorite item.
I love that.
So far.
But they did change a mechanic. One of the key mechanics everyone probably used to do is, so everyone probably did this in like all the other Mario Kart games, but you know, you're in first place, whatever, you get an item like a banana or a green shell. You hold it, right? You know, you hold it behind you so you can get another item. But in this, you can't do that because it doesn't count. Like, it'll stay in your item box even if you're holding the item. I noticed
that.
Yeah, so I noticed that right away. I was like, I was holding the item. I was like, wait, it's still in my item box, though. So that means, like, even if you're holding it, not like the other ones you can, like, hold it and still get another item. This one, it doesn't count until you actually, like, use the item. So that's a little tweak there. The drifting is a little different from Mario Kart 7. It feels like more emphasis on like kind of powering it through and really holding it for a certain amount of time. But it's really great. It's a fantastic Mario Kart game. It's got all the Koopa Kids now, which is awesome because I love Super Mario World. And I've unlocked all the Koopa Kids, which is great. It's the battle mode I played, and that is different as well. So they don't have arenas anymore for battle mode. Basically on here, you play on like the actual racetracks. So like there are genuine racetracks in the game and you just are kind of going, you know, reverse or wherever. And it kind of works like that's the arena for battle mode now, which I kind of miss just like the genuine arenas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a kind of a shame because like one of my favorite like pastimes as a kid was playing on the Super Nintendo Mario Kart and the battle mode. The battle mode was amazing on Super Nintendo. Yeah. And like as Mario Kart like evolved, I just found the battle system less and less. Like I think was it Nintendo 64 was the last one that had a battle mode that I really, really enjoyed. After that, I was just like, these are not all that great. So...
Yeah, man, this is weird. I was hoping for like just some arenas or like some of the other Mario Karts had like some of the retro arenas too. You know, the one for GameCube has where you're battling on like an actual GameCube, or the DS one you're battling on the DS and stuff like that. So I like those kind of, you know, block fort where it's like separated into 4 segments and stuff like that. But now it's just like battling on the tracks, which is kind of strange. Because everyone feels like this, it's just not as seamless as before, but it's still somewhat enjoyable. I haven't gone online yet, so I haven't tested that. I've heard it works kind of like a tournament system where you got to set up like tournaments, or I guess you can create games with your friends and stuff like that, but there's no communities anymore, basically.
I heard you could set up like private matches with your friends, so...
Yeah, I went into the online thing just to kind of check out the infrastructure and like see what you could do, and I went to the friends list and there was an option to like create a game, so I'm assuming that's create a game for like only your friends to join, which would be cool. There's like tournament options too. You can customize it too, so you can like turn off items, like have like bombs only, or like there's this new thing called frantic mode, and basically frantic mode is just like all hell breaks loose, like everyone gets like the best items all the time, so it's really, really batshit crazy, which is really interesting. But yeah, I love Mario Kart 8. I feel like a kid again. Like I was so excited to get it in, and you know, I checked my Amazon status. I saw it was delivered, and I ran out to my mailbox. Like literally ran out to my mailbox. I'm like, oh my god, it's here! I grabbed it, put it in right away. I was hyping myself up too by going through some of the older Mario Kart games. Like I was playing Super Mario Kart last night, some Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Super Circuit, which I really love. So much fun. So I highly recommend Mario Kart 8, guys. It's really, really good. Yeah, but Wii U, jump on that.
Techno, why don't you have Mario Kart 8?
I don't have a Wii U.
That's not really an excuse at this moment. You need to get one.
I agree.
Come on, what money?
Sell your Dreamcast.
And all your games to me.
No, never.
Never.
I will give you $5.
Yeah, there you go. You just made $5.
Dude, half of those games are more than $5.
Well, why'd you agree to $5 then? That just seems stupid.
I didn't agree.
I clearly heard Dan say $5.
Yeah, but I didn't say deal.
Oh, you just said it. There you go. What the hell?
Waiting for those Dreamcast games. You can come over to my house, Techno, and we can play Mario Kart 8. There you go.
There you go.
Sounds like a deal. No, but you guys want to jump into some news? That wonderful gaming news.
Thought we were going to talk about Mario Kart 8 some more.
No. Well, Clive, by all means, give us some more Mario Kart 8 knowledge. Tell us how awesome Shy Guy is, because his turn of Shy Guy is amazing. He sounds like a cat still.
Listen, Shy Guy is not that great. I don't know why people play it. Listen, it's all about Rosalina, man. When she is unlocked, oh my god, all hell's gonna break loose. That thing is an epic beast on wheels. Are you kidding me? Shy Guy sucks.
You watch some of that MLG Mario Kart, it's all Shy Guy.
Was Shy Guy unlocked?
Yeah, he was unlocked right away.
Yeah.
It was playable right away, and I chose him right away. He sounds like a little kitty.
See, that's because Shy Guy's not special. See, characters like Rosalina, you have to work for. You have to unlock yourself. You know, you got to put some effort into the game. Shy Guy's just right there for you guys to just pick. It's like, what the, like, oh, I'm not gonna put any effort into unlocking my own self, but they're just picking. What the hell?
Yeah, Princess Peach is better. That's why she's available and not Rosalina.
Rosalina is a goddess. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
She's the ruler of the entire Daisy. Fuck Daisy.
Yeah, brunette all day.
I don't think I can talk to you anymore.
You disappointed Clive.
I know, you seriously did. You just drew the line, my friend. But how about we do get into that gaming news? Alright, Techno has like 1,000 news stories, so we're gonna let him go first.
Oh god. prepare yourself.
Yes!
He's got the best news for you guys.
Remember,
Well,
and the rules
but-
still apply. You can't say any news story that has the letter E in it.
What?
Well, isn't that the rules we set up? You can't use the letter E in any news stories? I'm pretty sure that was the rule.
Well, I'm not doing that, so...
Alright, well, I'm going to count every time you say the letter E.
Okay. Well, be ready to count.
1.
Former, that's 1. Sony, Boss, Jack Trenton, that's 2. Are you counting
No, Techno, go.
many? Okay.
I don't have to count. You already counted the 2 for me, so there you go.
Covering, that's 3. E3, that's 4. For Spike, that's what?
Alright, I'm already getting bored.
Yeah.
Okay. Spike TV. Yes. He's going to be like, I guess they're going to have 2 desks with Jack Trenton as one and Jeff Keighley on the other whenever, E3 happens and whatever. I rarely watch Spike TV anymore just because most stuff is garbage. But yeah, E3, woohoo. When is it? Like June something?
It's like not next week, the week after.
Well, talking about Jack Trenton, we gotta talk about some PlayStation stuff.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. PlayStation Plus to offer 2 free games for Vita, PS3, and PS4 each month. And this starts, let me check. The House of PlayStation also announced 6 games for 3 months, and they're divided by 2, for each system. And PS4 owners will have access to Tron 2 Complete Story. I have that game. It's very good. Pixel Junk Shooter, or that's also for PS4. PS3 players can download NBA 2K14 and Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which I also own. And Vita owners will get Terraria, or I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
Terraria.
But yeah, that 2D like
Minecraft
thing, yeah. And Mutant Muds Deluxe for the month. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time is cross-bump by eligible, so Vita owners will be able to download that game as well. So if you get it on PS3, you can also get it for your Vita for free. So I still haven't... July, yeah, sometime in July. It just says starting in July. So it will end every new game or the months, like it always starts on the first Tuesday of every month. So you get new games on PS Plus every first Tuesday of the month. So there you go. And one more PlayStation news story. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare spotted to PlayStation. Or potted to PlayStation. Throw in some plant humor. I'm trying to see. I don't... according to EA, the PlayStation 4 version of Plant vs. Zombies Garden Warfare will offer 1080p output at 60 frames per second, along with a few exclusive items you can spy above up here on the thing, on the news story. And there's also a PC version to arrive on June 24th. And yeah, there's an update. Sony planted release dates for the new ports on the PlayStation blog. Garden Warfare will make its way to the PS4 and PS3. I didn't see that. In North America on August 19th. Mainland Europe on August 21st. And UK and Ireland on August 22nd. Woohoo!
Yay!
Alright. Like my second to last news story. Dragon Quest VIII Journeys onto mobiles and out now in the West. So, you can take this PS2 adventure and go for, it's $20 stateside. That's kind of high in my opinion, but you know, it's a big game, so whatever. I already own it. Whatever. 14 and 18 euros, or 14/18 euros across the ocean. Don't know what the whole slash thing does. I don't know. Whatever. Because I'm not European.
Really?
So I have no idea.
Gotta know your British pound sterling. Your euros.
So, last story. I was very, very excited to see this whenever it did pop up. Curators of the Facebook group All Day Gamers shared a rather interesting photo of a poster they supposed received in the mail this afternoon. It's a depiction of a broken spinal column against a black background, and below it we see a redesigned white Mortal Kombat logo accompanied by the tagline, "Who's next?" To make matters more interesting, Ed Boon, creator of Mortal Kombat, well, there's more people that created it, but whatever, the father of Mortal Kombat, Boon, updated his Twitter page shortly after this alleged leak made its way onto the internet. His profile picture has been replaced with the new black and white dragon, and his banner now sports the "Who's Next" slogan. I'm ready. I'm ready to get my Mortal Kombat on.
Oh man, that's exciting. I wonder if it would be probably for PS4 and Xbox One as well.
Yeah, you know, it's just you know,
a teaser kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they also like tease a new like Injustice game?
Mm-hmm. Like they didn't like tease it, but they, you know, talked about it and kind of teasing it, I guess. This also could be. They've also talked about doing another Shaolin Monks. So if people listening don't know what Shaolin Monks is, it was a Mortal Kombat beat 'em up type game, which I freaking loved because I love beat 'em ups. It was a 3D beat 'em up, and you could play as Liu Kang and forget his freaking name, the guy with the hat. Kung Lao. And you can unlock Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But I really doubt it's another Shaolin Monks. It's got to be for MA10.
I would think it's like an actual fighting game.
Yeah. So, and we all know that there got to be another one because the ending of the story for MK9. Yeah, that's my news stories. Who wants to go next?
I will go next, I suppose. Nintendo quietly reveals that there will be a GameCube multi-tap for the Wii U. During the promotion for the upcoming Smash Bros. Invitational for E3 2004, Nintendo has revealed a new peripheral that will allow users to connect a GameCube controller to their Wii U's. It's a pretty standard setup, utilizing two USB ports in front of the Wii U and converting them into four GameCube controller ports. Now, what this is for is, like I said, it's going to be for Smash Brothers because a lot of people prefer the GameCube controller when playing Smash Brothers than over any other controller. You know, it's for me personally, it's the one I use. It's the one. It's the one that just works out well. So if this is, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm pretty sure it will be true, But if this is in fact true, I am definitely getting one because it's pretty much needed. Really not much to say. I'm gonna get it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna get it. So
yeah, this is true because they were announcing that they're going to have a Smash Brothers tournament at E3.
Oh yeah.
And like it was I forget his name. I'm forgetting names here.
Ed Boon.
No, not Ed Boon.
Oh.
The Nintendo dude. Not
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Yes, Reggie. Reggie was the one announcing it, and then like everyone's like, "Oh, how are we gonna, control it?" And he popped up with the GameCube controller.
Okay, well that makes me happy now that you're telling me that it's true. So, because I'll definitely get one. So
yeah, that's the optimum way to play Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
for sure.
Or you could have the N64 controller.
Or you could have a Super Nintendo controller. So hype.
I don't think so. I'll stick with my GameCube controller. So, well, my other news story is from our good friend Sega, and Sega has announced a brand new character for the upcoming game Sonic Boom, and this character goes by the name as Styx the Badger, and basically this is a female character, like I said, for the upcoming brand new game for the Wii U and the 3DS, Sonic Boom. And I don't know that much about this character, but she's going to be have keen hunting skills, and she's going to aid her new bestie friend Amy Rose and her pals by saving the world from the nefarious Dr. Eggman. So, Techno, there you go. Your girlfriend has a best friend.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you gotta be excited about that, Techno.
I know.
No.
Come on.
No.
Techno,
that
what?
whole Amy thing. No.
Techno, what
freaking
guy?
hate it.
What guy
You can have
turns
this
down?
new girl.
Yeah, what guy turns down two beautiful women?
No, they're not beautiful women.
Well, yeah, they are. They're female.
They're animals.
Come on, what kind? You don't want a girlfriend named Styx the Badger?
Yeah.
Nope.
Actually, that does sound painful, but
Yeah, that sounds really weird.
all right. Well, I can't. All right. Well, there you go. Sega has announced a brand new character for the new Sonic Boom game for the Wii U and the 3DS, named Styx the Badger. And if I would assume this character is also going to be in the cartoon that's coming on with the same name, I would assume so. So I can't confirm or deny that. So, but yeah, a brand new character.
Oh.
Excited?
How did we guess? Because that's what Sega fucking does to Sonic. They fucking shit on him.
No, they don't, man.
Shit on Sonic. They make terrible Sonic games, and they just release it, and
you haven't even given Sonic Boom a chance, and you already call it a terrible game.
It's the greatest Sonic game ever made.
This could be the best Sonic game, and you're already shitting all over it.
Dude, look at the characters. Look at Knuckles, for God's sakes. No.
He's been working out.
Yeah, he's been working out.
No,
he's
not a pro.
Oh, what's up with that?
A bro.
Yeah, I know. Come on, dude. And you're gonna have Sonic, you're gonna have Tails, and you're gonna have Amy.
Styx.
Yeah, Styx. There you go, man. You gotta
set.
Like freaking Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake is not a Sonic character.
No.
He will not look good running really, really fast.
He looks like a dressed up Nathan Drake.
Who, Styx?
No.
Sonic?
Because he has that bandana and...
He's going on an adventure.
Yeah. Come on.
He's had millions of adventures, and he didn't have to dress up for it.
Oh, you felt like getting dressed up this time.
Yeah, you can't run around naked all the time.
Yeah. Could be cold sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Or hot.
I know. I've seen the ice cap zone, dude.
Yeah.
That shit is cold.
There you go.
God.
Either way, you're getting a brand new character if you like it or not, so deal with it. But I have one final news story here, and it's about the Mighty Number 9. New gameplay footage is revealed, showing off two brand new stages, and these stages are for the characters of Mighty Number 2 and Mighty Number 5. And if I assume correctly, these are the robot masters of the game. Am I getting that right?
Seems like.
Okay.
Right. Ugh.
I think that's what it is. I haven't really kept up with my Mighty Number 9 forum, so I assume those are the robot master type things. But Anyway, like I said, there's a brand new trailer for the Mighty Number 9, and it shows those two levels, the number 2 and the number 5 stages, and it shows Beck dashing around like the Mega Man inspired platformer as it should be. And at the end of the trailer, it is revealed that Mighty Number 9 is coming in spring of 2015 for the following systems: PC, Mac, Linux, PS3, PS4, Vita, Xbox 360, Xbox One, 3DS, and the Wii U. And if you're a backer of the Kickstarter, helping Keiji Inafune and concept team design Beck's support character, head over to the official forums where you can currently vote on character names, color, and all that various stuff, which I have been seriously lacking. So yeah, that's basically the news. The news is it's showing brand new levels, and it actually has like an official like release date of spring 2015. So I'm excited. Did you guys back this at all? I did.
Nope.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the money.
First Mario Kart 8 and now Mario What the fuck,
man.
Dan, did you back it?
Nope.
Ah!
But I bought Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, you did buy Mario Kart 8.
Oh my god.
Right, I'll let you slide on that one. But, yeah. But yeah, those are my 3 news stories, so.
I have 2 news stories. The first one's about a new Harvest Moon game coming, but it's not actually a Harvest Moon game, but it actually is, but they're not calling it a Harvest Moon because...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Got that? But yeah, it's coming out by Xseed. Xseed was kind of teasing a game recently. Like, they always tease games, but it's basically a Harvest Moon game, but because of licensing issues, they can't call it a Harvest Moon game. So it's being called Story of Seasons, and it's going to be published by Xseed Games, but it's basically a Harvest Moon if you're familiar with all the Harvest Moon gameplay. This one seems like it's going to have more emphasis on being able to like actually fully customize your character in the game, so you can like change them up and all that, but all the gameplay mechanics seem to be the same. That'll be coming out for the Nintendo 3DS, and they haven't set a release date. I would assume maybe this fall sometime, but they haven't had an official release date yet. But it's called Story of Seasons, but it's practically a Harvest Moon game without calling it that. So I know there's like tons of Harvest Moon fans out there, especially for the 3DS, since there's been so many Harvest Moon games on there already. And next is a new Hyperdimension Neptunia game. It's called Hyperdimension Neptunia U, and it's not for the Wii U. I thought it was based off the name, but it's actually for the PS Vita. This is basically a beat 'em up, like almost like the Senran Kagura game, which we were talking about for the PS Vita. It's like the Hyperdimension Neptunia characters in a 3D beat 'em up. Clothes also come off on this game as well because it's actually made by the same developer. The people who are making Senran Kagura are making this game too, Hyperdimension Neptunia U. And this is for the PS Vita. It's supposed to be coming out in Japan sometime, but yeah, no word on a release for the West. I would assume NIS America, but another Hyperdimension Neptunia game where clothes are coming off. Yay. That makes me happy. Are you happy, Techno?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Good.
And did you see that we're getting the anime?
No. Yeah, there's an anime coming out too.
Funimation's bringing it out.
Oh, and a word, I guess a follow-up last time. I mentioned that limited edition for Samurai Kagura for the PS Vita. It's available now on Amazon and I think Newegg. I knew it was. It was taking time. I knew that Xseed said it would come to Amazon, but it just took a little bit longer. So I pre-ordered it on Amazon. That way you don't have to get it from GameStop.
Yeah. High five.
Yeah, but that's all my news.
Mario Kart 8 is pretty awesome.
So guys, I like collecting, you know that? I collect a lot of video games. I'm a gamer first, but I am also a video game collector, but we all collect other stuff. I've been collecting other stuff for a long time. What about you guys? You guys collect other stuff besides video games? I know everyone knows that, but...
Nope, nothing at all.
Don't
Nothing.
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 I heard you have a pretty impressive stamp collection.
Well, my stamp collection is pretty badass.
No, but yeah, seriously, I used to collect a lot of other stuff, especially when I was young. Like, one of the obvious ones was Pokemon cards. I still have all my Pokemon cards. I have them in an official Nintendo binder, which looks like a Pokedex, and it has like a picture of Meowth and like Pikachu on it. And it's a big binder too, and it's like officially licensed by Nintendo, so it's a pretty cool binder. And I keep all my Pokemon cards in there, and those kind of protective sleeves where you put all your cards. but I had tons of those. I almost had like a complete first gen set and all that, and I went on to collect some later generations. I forgot where I stopped. I think I stopped at like the second gen Pokemon cards, but first gen, man, like I had it all. I used to go and like specifically hunt down like specific cards for my collection at like certain stores. Like I would pay actual money just to get like a certain card. Like I would buy like a Tauros because I was missing a Tauros. You know, there's like these odd kind of cards that are uncommon and kind of hard to find. So I definitely collected a lot of Pokemon cards. I used to collect, do you guys remember back in the day when the Pokemon, I think it was when the Pokemon animation, like the original one was like really popular. I think Pokemon Blue was out and all that, but they used to sell these like kind of tiny figurines of like Pokemons in like 2-packs and like 3-packs and stuff like that. And they had
dude, I still have some of those.
Yeah, I used to collect those. I almost had like a complete set. Like I have a huge tub with just all these small like petite Pokemon figurines from like all the first gen. I have like tons of different evolutions. They used to sell them like kind of evolution sets, and then there'd be like some mix and match kind of ones where they were just kind of random, but I used to collect those. I used to have tons of those. That was fun. And about you guys ever collect anything else?
I collect tons of shit, actually. I collect comics. I have a huge, massive collection of comics. Like, besides video games, my other, like, love in this world is obviously superheroes. So I've been collecting comics pretty much my entire life. Like, my first comic, I got from a barbershop, and I think I actually stole it, but I'm not too sure, because I was really, really young. But it was like a Spider-Man comic where he fought the Fantastic Four, and I thought that was so cool. Like, superheroes fighting each other, like, that just doesn't happen. And really, I didn't know any better because I think I was like 5 or something. But I either stole it or asked if I could have it. But, like, from that one comic, I started collecting throughout my life, and I still collect comics today. I'm reading like some of the New 52. I'm reading some of the Marvel Now, especially the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and I buy a lot of like trade paperbacks or graphic novels, as some people call them, of the same comics I'm reading. So I just kind of splurged the other day, and I got like tons of Green Lantern and tons of Batman trades. So yeah, I collect comics, and I think the other thing that's probably pretty much huge I collect is DVDs. Well, I guess now it's kind of leading toward Blu-rays. But like, I have a huge, massive DVD Blu-ray collection. I have over like 900 DVDs, and that kind of contains of like TV shows and movies. Yeah, so I collect tons and tons of movies and video games. Yeah, I think that's about it. The only other thing is maybe, like, I have tons of action figures, like, all over my game room, but that kind of relates to the whole comics and superhero thing as well, so, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Very nice.
What about you, Techno? Avid collector?
Other than video games, I actually, whenever I bought, or I didn't buy, I got for Christmas, like, 3-4 years ago, my PS3, I could finally get Blu-rays, and I have, I don't have much. I have like, I would say about, maybe like 25-30 of Blu-rays. Anime, you know, I gotta have some anime. That's also something else, but it is on Blu-ray, and I don't do DVDs since I watch Blu-ray, so if it's on DVD, I either torrent it or don't watch it. And yeah, I picked up the anime Fairy Tail Collection 1 and 2. I'm waiting on them to release Collection 3, but right now they're just doing volumes. And I kind of started collecting statues of comic book stuff because I also read some comics. Right now I'm into Red Hood and the Outlaws.
That is one I do not read.
You got to. It's so good.
It's so bad.
What?
I can't stand it.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
It's one of the reasons I just can't stand the way they portray Starfire. I can't. Like, I'm not bad-mouthing the comic at all. It's actually a really good comic. It's just, I don't like how they portray her and the other characters in the book.
Other than that,
Did I totally like share you? Because I apologize. It's just the way I feel.
nah.
If you like it, cool, then go for it. So I feel like I ruined your segment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
I apologize, Techno. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me.
The only statues I actually have is Deathstroke one. He's like holding his sword up. I freaking love Deathstroke. That's another thing. I love the show Arrow.
Oh my god!
I was never really a big fan of Green Arrow till I liked him because he was like goofy and like just smart ass. He was a smart ass, so that's why I liked him. He was pretty much just Batman, but with bow and arrows. And
dude, I'm totally with you on Arrow, dude.
Yeah, and that's why I like the Flash, the new show Flash is
my god, I can't
combining with Arrow, since he was Barry was on Arrow before he became Flash. So
yeah, dude, did you hear that? Are you aware of the Flash TV show in the 90s with John Wesley?
I don't know the guy, but I do remember.
It lasted like one season.
Yeah, it was very short. Yeah.
They just announced that the guy who played the Flash is going to now play Barry Allen's dad in the new show.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's basically Flash meets Flash, or in the. I just think that's totally cool because I absolutely love that '90s show, even though it didn't do that well when it aired. But
yeah, and then I have a statue or little statue of Cole from Infamous. It's from Infamous 2 actually. It was like, I think it came in like a limited edition box for Infamous 2, and you got the backpack, which I also have, where the backpack has the little emblem of Sly Cooper on it, which I always thought was badass. And I got the Necromancer statue signed by the guys from it's from Castle Crashers, the game. I got it signed by the two creators, Tom Volpe and I forget the other guy's name.
That's cool.
And then I got, everyone knows I got the Knuckles statue that lights up, and Metal Sonic figure that I bought from Toys R Us when I was big into Sonic stuff, or I still am, but yeah, big old I just have them standing there, and then I have these little figures of Sonic. It has Werehog Sonic from Sonic Unleashed, Knuckles, and I also have which was only available at Comic-Con one year, a Metal Sonic little chibi figure. And then I have my Yu Yu Hakusho statues that I still have to get the last two. Yeah, and I actually just started. I will be collecting Gundam model kits because I never got to do that back whenever Gundam was big over here, and before Bandai hated U.S. Americans.
Oh yeah, I know, with the Tales of series. Yeah, I know that Bandai Namco hate back then. I had one Gundam model, but it was fun putting it together.
Yeah. See, I did have I don't know if you guys remember the show, but it was also an anime shown on Toonami, Zoids.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. I had the main character's Liger Zero. It's like a tiger. It's all white and black, and that thing was freaking huge. It took me about a month to get it together, because I was like 11, and I think that's about it.
There's a Zoids game on the Xbox 360.
Oh, really?
Yeah, published by Atlas.
Like, I remember playing one on GameCube. I don't know, but yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Bushido statues?
Yes, that is also. Oh my God, I forgot.
Do you have any to it?
I have the Starfire pre-ordered.
Really? Okay. Because they just announced. I think they're coming out in November. They just released Freddy Krueger.
Jason and Jason, yeah.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger, and I'm so getting the Jason one because I'm a huge fan of Friday the 13th. But yeah, so you have Starfire coming. That's awesome.
That she's coming October, I think.
Okay, because I have one of them. I got the Harley Quinn statue, and it's still in the box. So I'm kind of afraid to open it because I want it like pristine. But those are pretty sick. I want to get the Ghostbusters one as well. And I think there was this. Did they make Batgirl?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
that is like Batgirl's really like high in price now because they don't sell them anymore.
Mm-hmm. These are good though. Like if you can get them right away, they're like $60. They're really not that expensive, but
yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to get Jason Voorhees and the Ghostbuster one for sure. So
that's one thing I always wish I could get into, collecting is figures and statues. But man, it's a rough thing because unlike video games, it's one, some of them could be really expensive depending on the brand, and two, it's almost like a competition to get your pre-order in, because if you miss the first line of pre-orders, you're screwed because they only do like that one limited run. And if you miss that, you're going to be paying like up the ass on like eBay or something later on. So.
Yeah, because they go up like $700 to like thousands of dollars.
It's so tempting.
Well, even if you get into like, not statues, but even if you get into like action figures, because like I've been buying like a lot of action figures just because they're cheaper than statues. And even action figures are like wicked
like Transformers.
Oh, not even talking Transformers. Like I bought, they just released like the 1966 Batman figures based off the 1966 Batman TV show, and I picked up a Riddler because Riddler's like one of my favorite Batman villains, and the thing is basically it was $25. I was like, for this I think it's like 5 or 6 inches high, hardly old points of articulation. I'm like, this is $25, dude. I remember when I was a kid, I remember I could pay exactly $5.24, and I can get myself an action figure.
Yeah.
Now I'm buying action figures now for like $25, dude. Like I picked up this cool action figure of Captain Cold from the DC New 52, and this thing was $25, and I'm just like, this thing looks wicked ass detailed. I'll give you that, but I'm just like, shit, dude, $25? Fuck. But, I don't know, like, I can understand why they're $25 though, because they are wicked detailed, and they have, like, come with, like, interchangeable parts. Like, for this Captain Cold, you could take off his hand, and you could reattach another hand that, like, he forms, like, kind of like this ice spike ball club thing that you could attach to his hand, so, I don't know, but, like, even action figures, they're getting, like, wicked expensive. So don't even get into statues, man, if you can't get past action figures.
Yeah, it's a whole nother realm. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I remember I used to buy like action figures and stuff like that, and I remember paying like exactly like $5 and maybe $10 at the most.
Yeah, because that's how I used to like. I'm like, oh man, all I need is a quarter. All I need is a quarter.
Yeah.
Because I knew, because like they added. Because it was like a $5 action figure, and then it was like 25 cents for tax. And I was like, as soon as I get that quarter, I can get like the new Spider-Man action figure or something. But yeah, they're expensive now, especially if you go to like Newry Comics, dude. They're like $25 a piece, but they're like so good, and some of them have like so many points of articulation.
That's the other thing I used to collect. I used to collect a bunch of Legos back in the day. I used to buy tons of Lego sets and different Legos because it came in like a wide variety of price ranges, and mainly it was to like I loved having all the different things, and they were always based on like new kind of themes for each set, which I thought was interesting. But it was all about amassing this huge collection of Lego people and Lego men and all this. And I have like a huge thing of just tons, hundreds and hundreds of Lego guys from like all generations and just all types. It's really cool. Or I wish I could do something with that, like frame them or something, or make some display or something. But it's really cool. Collecting. It's fun.
Collecting.
It's fun. It's
fun
process.
But it's pricey.
Yeah, it costs money because it's not free.
Well, anything you collect is going to be pricey, you know, just if you're that hardcore about it.
Yeah. I actually think that Metal Sonic thing was like $30. I was like, oh my god.
The time! Who's got the time?
It's question time!
Okay, well, we only got 2 this week because I've been kind of addicted to watching the mailman deliver my Mario Kart 8. I wasn't prepared, but we have 2 questions from our good friend Nick Knack, and his first question is, your favorite ninja in a video game?
Ooh, that's hard.
That's not hard.
There's so many.
Pick one.
Joe, wait, what the hell is his
Hayabusa?
No, that's not his last name. Joe Musashi from the Shinobi series from Sega.
I'm going to have to go with Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
See?
I'm going to have to go with Ayane from Dead or Alive.
Oh my god!
Ayane.
Damn it!
My favorite.
Damn it!
I would hang out with her any day.
What'd you think of another one?
No, I was gonna say that's what I would say.
Alright, well, we have one last question from Nick Knack. He says, which is the better seafood, octopus or squid?
Octopus, because I've had that. I haven't had squid.
I haven't had either, but I've had shark and tuna, and shark is really good.
Tuna.
And tuna is awesome. So I'm gonna go with shark and tuna. Really good.
I agree. But if I had to choose between one, I guess it'd be squid because it's the only thing I've eaten, which was not like actual squid, but like in the form of calamari, which calamari is like these little baby squids, and they're like deep fried, so they're like crunchy, and you crunch on them forever. It was okay. Not my favorite. I think my favorite seafood of all time is probably like salmon or some halibut. Tuna's great too. I love tuna.
I like cod. I've had cod before.
Cod's great.
But yeah, those are our only 2 questions. So,
Catfish.
Have you had catfish?
Dude, catfish is amazing if you have it, if it's cooked right.
Yeah, did you catch it yourself?
Oh, hell no.
I thought you were the best fisherman, Techno.
I know.
Dude, I like
all that
crawfish,
Sega bass
dude.
fishing training.
Oh,
Should be
have you
prepared.
guys had crawfish?
No. I've had tuna before, though.
Dude, crawfish, okay, like we got a lot of crawfish once, and like my next door neighbor at the time had this big old like pot type thing, and he put it on this like, we cooked them outside because I guess it, smoked a lot, so, and like it was so freaking good. Because he put in some like spices, so they were kind of spicy, but I freaking love spicy food. There you go, crawfish for the win.
So, how about we get into games that we've been playing and wrap this up?
Sounds good.
We gotta play some Mario Kart, so...
Shh. It's true.
It's true.
It's true. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I would love to be playing Mario Kart 8 right now.
Alright, well, why don't you go first, Dan?
Okay, so, obviously, like I mentioned, I bought a Wii U.
Yay!
So, it came with Nintendo Land, which
Yay!
I was happy with because I wanted Nintendo Land to see, because it's like a tech demo kind of game, and I like to have tech demo kind of games to kind of see how all the implementations of the tablet and how the system works. It's a fun little game if you could get it for cheap. It's definitely a great game if you love to play games multiplayer with a bunch of buddies and stuff like that. Because it's got some games that you can play by yourself, single player, but then it's got a good handful that are like, 4-player kind of games and stuff like that, and those are really fun with a group of friends. the single player games I played, and a lot of them are okay. I think my favorite is I really like the Donkey Kong one, the Donkey Kong Crash Course, where it's like you're tilting this kind of like wheel thing. It's like a little car thing. You tilt it through this kind of like environment, and you have to use the Wii pad and tilt it. And it gets really challenging because it just gets progressively harder as you go through these stages. That one's fun. The Metroid one is pretty cool. It's like a little shooter kind of game. That one's pretty fun. The Ninja game is pretty cool. You use like the tablet to kind of like throw the ninja stars. It can get pretty hard though. And what are the Pikmin one is actually really good. It reminds me of like almost like a condensed version of Pikmin, because it's like it has like a little mini adventure mode, and you basically just kind of play as Olimar, I think, and you can like it kind of handles like a Pikmin game. You can control the Pikmin, throw them at enemies, and get items and stuff like that, but it's in a really, really kind of condensed version of that. The Zelda one, Zelda Battle Quest or something it's called, you use the gamepad and you use it as like a gyroscope, so you kind of like tilt it around, like 360 degrees and all that, kind of aim your crossbow at enemies and shoot them. That one was okay. It got pretty hard pretty quick. And you can unlock like prizes and stuff like that, but it's a fun little tech demo. I mean, I like how it implements some of the use of the Wii U gamepad. It's just cool to see how it kind of works and some of the future possibilities there. I wouldn't recommend paying like a lot for it. I think it's pretty cheap nowadays. But this was also the Skylanders bundle Wii U I got, so I never thought I'd play Skylanders for a long time. I mean, I've always had like a little bit of interest in Skylanders, and I was like, maybe one day if I could get like the starter kit for cheap, but just so happened the cheapest option, the best deal for the Wii U came with the Skylanders bundle. So it came with the Skylanders starter pack and the Skylanders Swap Wars game, which is the newest game for Skylanders. And I do have to say, if I was a kid and this came out, I think I probably would have really gotten into Skylanders. I could see a lot of the potential with it, particularly with the Swap Wars, because I think the idea of like taking off their body parts so you can like separate them from like the top half and the bottom half and mix and match elements and abilities and stuff like that, I think that's actually really interesting. I do have to say though, it's actually not a bad game. Like the actual game itself is a fun little, I mean, albeit very, very easy. Because it's geared towards a younger audience, but it's a fun little action-adventure game with some platforming elements. It reminds me of kind of like any of those great games from the PS1 era, like, Croc Legend of Gobos or the old Spyro games, stuff like that. Like, it's a kind of collect-a-thon, you beat up enemies. It has some really, really light RPG elements in there. And that's what I do like about the game is, for a younger audience playing this, I think it introduces a lot of good mechanics to know. It has like a basic skill tree system, which skill trees nowadays in a lot of video games is pretty important, so it teaches the kind of basics of, leveling up. You level up your Skylanders, choose new abilities, teaches them that kind of thing, teaches them like the effectiveness of certain elements in certain areas, teaches like different mechanics. Like all these Skylanders have unique abilities. Like one of the Skylanders I have has like this pretty cool stealth ability where he like kind of disappears and his body separates and he goes as like a decoy, and you can like kind of sneak attack. It's pretty cool. Like you just mix and match your abilities, level up everything, and it's kind of broken into like levels basically. There's kind of like an overworld kind of town where you can do certain things like side quests and stuff like that, challenges, but it's mainly progressing just throughout some of these levels. There's some boss fights every now and then. It's a fun little action adventure game though. I think for a younger audience, it's a good game to play because it teaches a lot of good basics of gameplay mechanics that are very useful. And I can see how it could be, addicting for some people because like some content is locked because you need like certain elements to unlock like certain doors in the game. Like you have to have certain elements of Skylanders because they all have their own unique elements. And I do have to say, like, you can get through like the whole game and not really have to buy any more Skylanders besides the starter pack, because the side things that you do unlock with additional Skylanders isn't really much. It's just like these quick little kind of stage areas where you get like some coins and some extra stuff. They're really, really short, so there's nothing big that you're missing out on, and the core gameplay of it's really fun. It reminds me of those old school, Golden Day kind of action adventure games. So, I'm gonna play some more of it. I'm enjoying it. And of course the big one, Mario Kart 8. Oh my god, guys. I talked a lot about it, so I really, really like Mario Kart 8, guys. It's fantastic. It's just so pretty. The new tracks are fantastic. The retro tracks selection is strange, but it's okay. It just plays really beautifully, and it's a gorgeous game. So if you have a Wii U, for sure, this is a fantastic game to have on your Wii U. And if you're thinking about buying a Wii U, maybe for Mario Kart 8, I would say it's worth it. I'm really, really enjoying it. Can't wait to jump in and play some online mode. I haven't done that yet. Looking forward to that. So that's like all the Wii U stuff. And some of the other stuff I've been playing a little bit of was Retro City Rampage on the PS Vita. Going through the story mode in that. Really enjoying that. Went back to Demon Gaze, which is a first-person dungeon crawler by Katakawa Games on the PS Vita. And I'm really, really enjoying that, actually. I kind of got stuck for a while, like I was stuck on the kind of first boss because I was getting my ass kicked over and over, but I just kept level grinding, and it took me about 8 hours to finally beat like the first boss, but it's worth it. It feels like I'm finally progressing in the game, and I really enjoy it. It has the element, kind of like, I don't know if you guys played Dark Souls or anything, Demon Souls, but you know how in Dark Souls you can leave messages for people, but like the way you do it is based off like these predetermined words and stuff like that, so you can kind of leave messages. There's a system like that in Demon Gaze, and at first when I played the game, the messages were helpful, but it's so funny. You read some of these messages now, and they're like so perverted and disgusting. Like it's really hilarious. It's like, oh my god, I don't even want to mention some of the stuff I read on there, but it's hilarious because it's all like predetermined. Like they couldn't specifically say it, but there's some really strange messages which crack me up. And I've been playing a little bit more Sands of Destruction on the original DS, which is this pretty good turn-based RPG by Sega, or published by Sega. I forgot who made it. I think it's Image Epoch. But it's pretty good. I'm really enjoying that, progressing through that. I'm about, probably, I want to say like 8 hours in, 10 hours in, around there. It's not a really, really long game, so. And that's all I've been playing. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I've been playing, let's see, a little while ago, like last episode, I was playing the Final Fantasy X2, the HD remastered, and sadly, I had to put that down, honestly, because like the more I played it, I kind of like just got really kind of bored with it, and the fact that like Mario Kart 8 was coming out really soon, that's kind of like all I really wanted to play, so I'm just like, I can't play this more than like an hour without getting kind of bored. Like, don't get me wrong, like Final Fantasy X2 is like still a great game. It looks beautiful, and I loved it, or I still love it to death. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I guess I wasn't in the RPG mood, so I put it down. I'm like right at, I'm like halfway through chapter 3 in the game, so it's literally about halfway through the game, because there's only about 5 chapters, but I still like it. I'm still impressed with like the HD, the graphics, how the characters show like, you know, their emotions, like, you know, like if they're excited, if they're sad, if they're like happy, you know, I'm still impressed by all that. But it's just, I don't know, I don't think I'm in the RPG mood right now. I think that's kind of mainly due to like Mario Kart was coming out very, very soon, and so yeah, I kind of put that down. But it's still a good game. I enjoy it. I'll probably go back to it once Mario Kart kind of like loses its little interest for me. So but as I said, I played maybe about half hour of Mario Kart before this podcast, and what can I say about it? It looks beautiful. I absolutely fucking love the graphics, and I know I'm going to get addicted to this game because Mario Kart 7, I put like 200 hours into that game, and I could easily see myself putting in the same amount of time for this one, because it kind of, from what I can tell so far, I haven't played that much of it, is you still unlock like different cart pieces by collecting like a certain amount of coins, because I've already collected like 50 coins, and I unlocked like a new set of wheels. So I'm like, you know what, this is pretty much going to be like the same thing, where the more coins you collect, the more pieces you're going to collect. Yeah. So it's going to be quite addicting in that fashion. I can't wait, because I think there are golden card pieces in this game like there are in Mario Kart 7, and in Mario Kart 7 I just had to have the gold pieces. That's pretty much why I put 200 hours into that game. So I can see, I'm definitely going to be doing that for this one, and I don't know, I like it. I haven't gone online yet, just like Dan, but I can see where we're going to spend well into the night playing this game with a whole bunch of friends from YouTube, or, you know, just my local friends around town. So I'm excited to play even more of that. I can't wait for this podcast. Honestly, I can't wait till this podcast is over so I can play more of it, because it's already super addicting. So, But the last game I actually played, and this is one is actually kind of a little weird. You guys know those like Tiger handheld games? You know the ones that are like, doot, doot.
Yeah.
You know,
Really,
like,
really primitive.
they're really, really primitive. Well, this is actually kind of cool. When I was a little kid, I had tons of them, tons of fucking those little things. But one of them I absolutely fucking loved to death, and this one's called. Let me get it right here. It's called Mouse Maze, and basically what it is you play as a little mouse in a maze, and basically what you do you have a number at the top of the screen. It's for example, it says like 10 or 15 or 20, and what that number represents is how many pieces of cheese you need to collect in the maze before you basically beat that level. So that's the whole basis of the game, is to get those pieces of cheese. Now, in the maze with you is a cat who is trying to kill you, and if the cat catches you, you instantly die. It's like a one-hit kill, and your only defense is this a single button. You know those Tiger handheld games, they have the huge buttons. Well, this button is called like execute, and it's basically like a I don't know what's the right, like basically like if the cat comes near you, you can press execute and instantly kill the cat for a few seconds, or stun the cat, and you can continue throughout the maze to collect your pieces of cheese. And I absolutely love it. Like, the game sounds very simple, and it is, because it's a Tiger handheld game, but when I was a kid, it was super addicting, and now that I found it on eBay, just randomly searching video game lots, and I just happened to come across it, and I'm just like, holy fucking shit, I'm buying this game, because I remember how much I loved it as a child, and I love it now. Like, it's still my favorite Tiger handheld game to date, and I absolutely love it. I know those games are, like you said, Dan, very, very primitive, but I don't know, something about this game is just fucking cool, fucking badass. So, and it's, like I said, it's very, very simple. So, I don't really recommend it to anybody because it's, you know, a Tiger handheld game. You really can't recommend that game to those types of games to anybody. But yeah, it's just one of those games that I really, really enjoyed as a child, and to this day, I'm super happy to find it and now own it in my collection because it's a great game and a lot of nostalgia for me. So. That's about it. Those are the only 3 games I've been playing since the last episode. So,
Techno, buddy.
Well.
Been playing any Mario Kart?
No.
Super Mario Kart? That's a good one.
Nope.
Oh, come on, Techno.
Dude, my favorite Mario Kart is Super Circuit.
Thank you.
On the GBA.
I will have to digital high five there, because I feel like Mario Kart Super Circuit is like one of the black sheep of the series. Like, they don't really give it that much credit. I love it because it basically plays like the Super Nintendo version, like the drifting, the controls, everything. It's almost like a super updated version of the Super Nintendo version. And the track selection is awesome in there. It's so good. Yes. And that's why I'm so confused in Mario Kart 8.
I like it because not, like, most of the tracks are not Mario Kart related.
Yeah, like Cheeseland.
Like,
Cheeseland's one of my favorites. That's amazing. I wish they remade that one from Mario Kart 8. Like, that's what I mean. There's only one remake from the GBA on Mario Kart 8, and it's like Mario Circuit.
It was Mario Circuit.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like Cheeseland, Ribbon Road. Do you remember Ribbon Road, where it's just like a continuous ribbon, all the birthday presents and stuff? Like, that's awesome. Or even like the one with the Shy Guys. I fucking love Sunset Wilds. The music is so good.
Shy Guy Land, or
it's called Sunset Wilds. It's like the one where it's like a sun. What I like about it, and that's pretty cool, because I think it's actually one of the first tracks in a Mario Kart to be dynamic, because when you start the race, it's at sunset, and when you end the race, it's at nighttime. So that was pretty cool at the time to have like a dynamic Mario Kart course, and the music for some of those tracks is amazing. Holy crap! But yeah.
My favorite one was Bowser's Castle 2, I think. It was on GBA, and I believe it was on Mario Kart 7.
I think so. It might have been a retro.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
That's my favorite one. But I actually started playing. I'm saying started because if you remember, I was going to get rid of my PS3 and decided not to. So you have to erase everything, and I had saves for this. Now, see, I cap all my PS3 saves because you could do that if you're a PS Plus member. But I erased all my PS1 saves I had, and that game that I started playing again is Final Fantasy IX.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Techno's playing another RPG, guys. He'll beat it in like 10 years.
10 years time.
I think I'm 8 hours in so far.
That's not bad.
And trying to think what. I played Hardcore Uprising. It was Contra game on the PS3. I think it's for 360 as well. Downloadable title. It's hard as hell, just like the Contra Hardcore on the Genesis. And trying to think what else I played. Capcom vs. SNK on the Dreamcast. And what else? Street Fighter 3 Third Strike on the PS3. Think that might be it. Oh, and also forgot. I picked up both Beautiful Joe 1 and 2 because the only time I played Beautiful Joe on the GameCube was a demo disc, and I was like, I found them for cheap, so on eBay, and I was like, all right, let's pick these up finally.
I never played I have Beautiful Joe 2 on the GameCube. I never played the first one, and I played a little bit of the second one. I liked what I played, but I played it way back in the day, and I just never went back to it. I probably need to go back to that again. Check it out. That's cool.
No.
But I think that's all the games we've been playing, guys. Yay.
Yep, that's about it.
So what do you say we wrap it up?
Yep, that is episode 95, you guys, so...
Go play Mario Kart 8, guys.
Yep,
do it.
I'm gonna play it right now.
Be the cool kid. Play it. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's a great time to be a Wii U owner.
Shit.
New Zelda's coming at E3 too. Oh boy! And once they announce that, everyone's just gonna collectively blow their load all at once.
Yeah, probably.
Oh man, I can't wait. But yeah, and when we talk again, E3 would have happened. So I hope you guys check out E3 as well, and check out all the cool press conferences. Check out all the new games that are going to be announced. I'll definitely be probably tweeting like hell during E3. I always tweet like crazy during E3, but I love E3. It's a great time. Just look forward to that. That is it. Episode 95, guys. I love you. Everyone say bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I love you. Take it easy.